Parental guidance warning. Alika's Cozy Escape is a podcast created for adult audiences only. Throughout this series, we explore mature themes, including love, hate, trauma, healing, and the raw realities of relationships within our communities. These conversations are unfiltered, soulful, and rooted in cultural truth. They may include strong language, emotionally intense dialogue, and discussions of sensitive topics. This series is not suitable for children or younger listeners. Listener discretion is strongly advised. Our purpose is to bring warmth, honesty, and healing through an authentic conversation. If you continue, step into the escape, knowing that this space is for grown folks ready to face real truths.
All things feel emotions, yeah. See, it's all about emotions, all about emotions, yeah. Baby, emotion makes you sad, sugar, darling. Welcome back to Alike's Cozy Escape, where we talk soft and cut deep, where healing got jokes and pain got poetry. I'm your host, Alike, and tonight we're talking about insecurities and why love sometimes feels like a Six Flags ride built by trauma. Joining me is my lovely co-host who always keeps it real and sassy, my co-host Zoe. Say hi, Zoe. Hey, y'all. It's good. Now, tonight, we're going to dig into some raw and deep stuff about insecurities, childhood traumas, the fixed mechanisms, and a lot of stuff that keep us on that love roller coaster. You know, when you so dizzy, you think it's chemistry. Now, I don't know about you, Zoe, but have you ever been on a love roller coaster? Plenty of times. Yes, I have. It wasn't good either. I think I was on the roller coaster that holds you upside down. You know what I'm saying? I was on that roller coaster. I was upside down. And I'm sure you got dizzy. Oh, yes. All right. So tonight, we going to just dive right in. And before we start getting too deep, I want y'all to understand that sometimes insecurities are not just because of adult situations. Securities start at the heart of the situation, meaning it starts when you were a child. And you know, those child insecurities come full dress in adult relationships. What you think, Zoe? I can agree with that. You know, some childhood insecurity that's got you all in your adult feelings. Yes. It's plenty of examples of childhood insecurities that have people get on emotional roller coasters in their adult relationships because of those traumas. From my standpoint, I was raped as a child, and my emotions come from the insecurities of older men. I freeze up when it comes to older guys. So I either date somebody my age or right underneath me because of that. Because an older guy was the one that took my innocence. So that made me angry, and it made me look at men in a horrible light. And sometimes it's hard for me to trust a man to just touch me because of that emotional trauma. I'm sorry to hear about that emotional trauma, and I hope you're dealing with it in a positive way and not letting it negatively affect your future relationships. Now, key points about being insecure in your childhood. Most adult insecurities don't start in adulthood. They start in childhood. Emotional neglect, feeling unseen, unheard, and unloved. Now, this is a real big one because a lot of kids grow up insecure because they don't know how to love one another or love in a healthy manner. They know how to love unhealthy and toxic, but they don't know how to love in a healthy manner because they never seen what a healthy relationship look like. They don't know how to healthily love one another.
So that's kind of like an environment,
Yes.
environmental.
Yes, environmental insecurity.
Okay.
We also have conditional love, where you have to perform to be shown love. And that's where a lot of kids learn to put on masks
Oh yeah.
and wear them. Be this person, be the actor, be the jokester, be the not take you too seriously, the people pleaser. All these masks are put on and worn in our adulthood because as a kid we were taught that you only get love conditionally and you got to perform and earn it. So if you don't earn love, you ain't gonna receive it. So when they get older, that's the only way they know how to show love.
That's how they. That's how it's
We
supposed
also
to be.
got inconsistent parenting, meaning 1 minute I show you that I love you, I'm affectionate, and the next minute I take it away.
Mm.
Oh, you get over there. I don't want to be bothered with you. Stay away from me. Oh, you look like your father. Oh, you remind
Oh
me of
my
your
goodness.
mom. All those things. But then the next minute, oh, I want to be with you. Oh, come here, baby. You're my baby, my boo boo, whatever. When you do that to a child, you teach a child that, you know, chaos is the kind of love that they need. The constant fighting or arguing, or if you don't, if you don't, if you don't be silent to me or show me some type of negative behavior, you don't love me, because that's what that inconsistent and unbalanced does to a child. And it gets your nervous system out of whack because you don't know how to love generally and healthily. You love through chaos. If we ain't fighting, we ain't fighting, we ain't love. You know what I mean? If we ain't arguing, you don't love me. And that's where that argue fucking fight thing come from.
Okay.
Because that's how they would show how to love as a kid.
Right.
Okay. And all this do is build fear of abandonment, people pleasing, fear of being too much, or you over dramatic, or you too sensitive, you too this, you too that, or the deep fear of being replaced. If I don't do everything you tell me to do, or if I don't please you or do everything you ask me to do, you're gonna leave. I don't want you to leave. You know, so we don't just wake up with insecurities. We grow them through how we were surviving as kids. And those things, those different types of traumas and built-in insecurities make us develop defense mechanisms.
Correct.
Now, I'm sure you know about defense mechanisms, Chloe. Give us a little bit of with your knowledge about defense mechanism, because I ain't gonna just talk the whole show. I'm gonna let you run the show.
I got you. Some examples of defense mechanisms is blaming your partner for things that you have done. Try to tear your partner down because you don't want to take accountability for the things that you have done. So you basically make it feel like your partner is to blame for all of your mistakes and mishaps. And a lot of brothers and sisters now, because this is it's both sides now.
Yes, it's everywhere.
But basically, people have found it safe to do that to other people. That makes sense.
Yes.
They find it safe to be hurtful to somebody else and then blame it on them, like it's so they can sleep at night, or the guilt they can remain guilt free. Because some people have like they say, some people have different tendencies that people mistake for other tendencies.
We gonna get that. We gonna get into that deep into the episode.
I got you.
But we still talking about defense mechanisms. Now, as a kid, these defense mechanisms were survival tools for us to get past the day-to-day insecurities in the environment. Yeah, in the environment that we were suffering as kids.
Right.
But as we get older, they manifest into like traits and behaviors.
Right.
And it could be dangerous in a relationship.
Okay.
You know, you got the avoidance type of defense mechanism. Like, I'ma just disappear instead of communicate. Right.
I'm going to ghost you because I don't feel like dealing with what's going on. Because I ain't got time to talk or communicate effectively
Okay.
or emotionally. So instead, I'm going to bow out gracefully and I'm going to act like nothing's going on. Or like I'm going to just ghost you
Right.
until I think the argument is over. And then we going to act like nothing happened. And I'm going to come back and talk to you like we was just talking yesterday. And I
Mm.
ain't talked to you in a week.
Mm.
Or deflection. Now this is a big one because a lot of men and a lot of women deflect. And what I mean by deflect, they might, use jokes as a way of saying something cruel to their
Or
partner.
being serious. They do, a lot of people, because I do that. I use humor sometimes so I don't have to
Be
be
serious.
serious, because at the time I'm not in that mode. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to be
Or
serious.
joke to keep from being vulnerable.
Right.
You know what,
Right.
girl, I'm just playing,
Right.
but you serious.
Right.
And instead of effectively communicating and being vulnerable and being open to be in that space
Right.
that you could tell your partner, I'm hurt.
Right.
I'm upset. You
Right.
joke it off like, oh, girl, you ain't hurting me. I'm good.
Right.
And you know you're not. That's
But
that
you
smile when you know you really hurting on the inside.
right. But some people do that. They use that tactic because they don't trust that the other person will handle their feelings in the way that they feel as though they should handle them. Like, an example, you tell your significant other or your boyfriend something, very, very, hurtful that happened to you. As soon as they get mad, oh, that's why you got raped. Oh, that's why, you know what I'm saying? You got people that can't, after that happens, that's another trauma on top of the trauma you already
Yeah, you
suffered.
basically throwing back in my
Exactly.
face
So you got
my trauma.
people
So I don't
that
want to be
can't be
vulnerable with you.
vulnerable with you because you do stuff like that. And a lot of sisters
Do that to
do
the
that to
men.
these brothers. You
Yes, they
understand what
do.
I'm saying?
Yes, they do. And a lot of men, I didn't talk to
A
a
lot of
couple of men
sisters do
that
that to their
say
brothers.
they only give a woman one chance to be vulnerable with them,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll tell them a secret or something that's very sensitive, and then see if it come back when they get in an argument or whatever, and then they say that's it. They never going to tell them nothing again because they
Mm-hmm.
feel like you're not a safe space for them to open up.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
women do the same thing. Some women don't feel comfortable telling their significant other, hey, I'm hurt, I'm wounded. Because they feel as though if I tell you when we argue, oh, you just some dumb bitch. That's why you this, that's why you that. And then
Yeah.
they be looking at like, damn, I can't even come to my partner
And be vulnerable
and be
with him and
vulnerable enough
tell
to
him
let them
this,
know that
because this is what they
they
do. They
throw it
throw
back
it
in your
back.
face.
And a lot of people shut down after that, and that becomes another form of insecurity, because
Yes.
they shut down because they trusted their secret or whatever with you, and you want to throw it up in their face in a negative light because you're mad. And one thing, this old head told me this. I was in the mall, I'll never forget it. Me and my son was in the mall, and he walked up and we were talking, just talking. Me and him was just talking. I said, you can't shopping by yourself, just jocking, just pop pop. That's what I said to him. He said, no, I'm with my wife. And we was just got to talking how long they been together, blase blase. To make a long story short, he said, even when if you truly love someone, even when you angry, you still gonna make sure you put that bandage on her finger if she get it cut. You gonna make sure her tire ain't flat. She got air in them tires. She got gas in that car. Even though you mad, you gonna still make sure she good, because that's what a man is supposed to do. You got a lot of guys out here that fall back off of that because of the betrayal of the vulnerability from the gate.
Or they just
I
fuck
can't
niggas.
trust you. No, I'm just saying, I can't trust you with my vulnerability. So I'm not going to give it to you. And like you said, some guys set traps and do tests to make sure, let me see what this broad going to do.
And some women do the same thing. It ain't just men out here. And then you
But
got,
most men do that. You
yes,
don't
most men
see
do.
too many
You
women
got,
doing
because
that.
men are very hard. It's very hard for a man to be vulnerable because they were always taught as a child. Oh, you a man, you ain't supposed to show emotion. You're not supposed to cry. You're supposed to
Right.
man up, man up, man up. So they think that to show emotion is to show weakness, and
You
that's not
you
the
kind of like a
case.
simp,
It's
or
not the
you
case. You
right.
have feelings just like the female, and you
Yes.
need to express your feelings just like you want her to express her feelings.
It's okay for y'all to cry, man. Y'all can get
Yes,
y'all crying out.
cry, cry.
Listen, Zoe will. You can cry on my shoulder, baby.
You tell them.
Then you got people pleasing. You know, abandonment. Most people that felt abandoned as a kid when they like one of their parents left. You know, you got the
Yep.
single parent homes where you got the women looking for father figures,
That's the abandonment.
the father issues or the mommy issues.
Mm-hmm.
That comes from fear of abandonment, and that
Mm-hmm.
makes you want to be a people pleaser. You'll say yes to anything. You don't
Become a
care
yes
what it is.
man.
Oh,
Yep.
I'll do it, just so that person can stay in your presence because you
Right.
don't want them to leave you
Right.
or
Mm.
reject you.
Mm.
So you'll be out here being mother, daughter, counselor, got 18 million hats on, working yourself in the ground just to please this man or this woman because you don't want them to leave you.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing they really don't, they don't care because they're reaping the benefits. While you
Mm-hmm.
killing yourself, they're reaping the benefits. Then you got the emotional walls, and everybody, I'm guilty of this. Everybody didn't build an emotional wall.
I
It's like
know I'm
it get
guilty
to the
of it.
point is you think you in a castle like Rapunzel. I didn't
Yes.
build.
Listen, I done built
I
my
got to
castle.
melt it. I got to moat in a bridge that you before you can
Yes.
get to my emotions. You hear
Yes.
me?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I got look a still fits a panic room, all that, and you like, well, wait, like let me get to your heart, nah, bruh.
Yeah,
You
I
got to
do
jump
that.
through some hoops, jump over a wall, scale a fence, just to get
Mm.
to the outer part of my emotion, and that ain't no
Do
joke.
Do you think that's a form of insecurity?
Yes, it is. It very much is. It's a defense mechanism, actually.
Okay.
You know, you shut down instead of opening up because it feel. You know why?
You
Because
safe
as a
there.
kid,
You
it's
safe
it's
there.
safety. It's a safety reason. If I open up to you and show you and tell you how I really feel, you ain't you all you gonna do is try to play me.
Right.
I ain't trying to get played. So you know what? I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be open enough for you. I'd rather give you just enough, but not a lot. I'm not
Right.
giving you 100% because if I give you 100%, I'm gonna be sitting here looking like
Well, we're gonna talk about the younger generation that's fresh off the porch with the
yes,
first love, like
yes.
that first love, that puppy
Then you
love.
then you got projection. You know
You
you got
feel what I'm
yeah.
saying?
The
That puppy love
puppy
is
love ain't no joke
yeah,
either.
but that's the first actual initial hurt because you're really genuinely actually
Fresh off the porch.
vulnerable with this person with your heart.
Exactly.
Like you actually
And
love
if
this
that
person.
person do
Shit
something,
on you.
you
You
God forbid for the
every
next
man can attest
whole
to this. After that woman hurt him the first time, every woman after that is in trouble.
just
She
wearing
in
her
trouble
face.
until he find his wife.
So
She's
he
in
all
trouble.
the women or all the men
She's
after
in
that
trouble.
first hurt is just wearing that person's face.
She's in trouble. Women don't do that too much.
Yeah, they do.
We'll fall on the sword a couple
No,
of times.
no,
You know
they
what
do that too. Don't be out here thinking women don't do that too. Yes, they do.
I'm
They
just
be
saying.
dating the same man with different outfits
Mm,
and wonder why I keep getting the same man because you ain't let go of the first one.
mm.
You didn't learn dating 101. God put you in situations over and over again until you learn that lesson. And if you ain't learned that lesson, all
You
you
gonna be
doing
in
is
that situation.
you dating the same man with different
Groundhog
outfits.
Day.
Yes, dating the same man with different outfits.
Yes.
Wondering why Stanley act like Johnny and Johnny act like Mitch and Mitch act like Joey because they all the same person. They just got different outfits on.
But I beg to differ a little bit. I kind of blame that woman a little bit as well. With them men with all of that, with talking to the same man because you tell the man what the other man did, and then he
Yeah,
becomes that
that
man.
no, he becomes a virgin that okay, when you
You're
telling
not
me
supposed to tell
when you
your
telling me, oh my, I broke up with my
next
ex
about your
because
ex.
X, Y, and Z.
Right,
He ain't gonna do X, Y, and Z right off because he know you're gonna be expecting it. He
right,
gonna do A, B, and C, bring you in, get you all close and cool with him, and then he gonna spring X, Y, and Z on you,
right.
and then you
Exactly.
gonna
He
be
was
like, how
always the fuck
he
boy.
was always X, Y, and Z.
He just
You just
oh
you
oh
just
that
pumped
nigga
his
did
brakes.
that.
I ain't gonna. I need this from her, so I'm gonna play
Right,
it smarter.
right. Yes. So
Then
and
you
that
got
forms
then you got
insecurity.
projection, accusing others of what you fear about yourself. And
Yes.
that's a lot of guys because they always
Yes.
be out here talking about you cheating on me,
And they the cheater. The
you don't
biggest
love
cheater.
me, and they don't love you.
Exactly. It's them. Yes. A lot
I
of
play the
brothers do
victim
that.
like like they auditioning for an Academy Award.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, it ain't. I loved you. You did me like this. Nah, bro, you did it to yourself.
Preach on.
Because accountability is real, and a lot of people out here, like I said it last week, women, a big one, don't take accountability for things, but men don't take accountability either. And it's a difference between forgiveness and accountability.
Yes,
See,
it
when
is.
you apologize, you're saying, "Oh, I know I wronged you."
Right.
But if the apology does not have no action behind it, then it's just empty words. Accountability is saying, I know I wronged you. I
Right.
feel bad that because see, you can't have accountability without empathy.
No, you cannot.
And that's where people fail to realize, well, I told you I
Why
did it.
do
I
people don't
admitted it.
have empathy?
You know, I admitted it. What more you want? Okay, you admitted it. But you didn't take accountability. See, taking accountability is like, okay, I feel how you feel
Yes.
because I don't like I wouldn't want to feel like that.
To do that to me.
And I know I betrayed you. I wronged you. And you know what? I'm going to take the steps to make sure you know I will never do that to you again. That's accountability.
Right.
See, men and women think, oh, if I just say I did it, I'm taking accountability.
No,
the hell you're not. Or you just stating obvious.
That's
I know you did
word that is misused and confuse people in relationships because you're not. If you look up the word accountability,
you gotta have empathy behind that.
You gotta have some type of.
It's an action.
Right.
You gotta have action after you admit what you did.
I did this.
Okay, now I'm gonna take the steps to show you I feel how you feel, and I will never let you feel that way again.
Exactly.
That's the accountability.
And genuinely do the work.
Exactly.
Not say it and then say it to keep her there or to shut her up, and then you do totally nothing. Like, I really ain't mean that shit anyway, but you know what I'm saying? Because reality, karma is real out here. And like these people don't realize that karma comes in different shapes and sizes.
Yes, because karma might come with your own kids.
Come with your mama, come with your children.
How about it?
Come with your grandma.
Come with your dog.
Yeah, the dog bit me. You know what I'm saying? Anything can come back once you throw it out there, and you throw it out there, it's going to come. It's a boomerang effect is going to come.
But I'm here to tell my cozy community, having defense mechanisms is not evil. It's just a way that kids taught themselves to protect themselves, and it's a survival skill that lasted too long. And when you develop these defense mechanisms and you use them as often as most people do in toxic relationships, they come traits and behaviors.
Yes.
And those traits and behaviors is what's destroying the African American community and why it's destroying the African American family. Because you got so many people who think they got options and want to be and treat people like stepping stools instead of valuing relationships, valuing your love partner, your significant
appreciation and loyalty.
Exactly.
Appreciating the loyalty. Because it's hard out here to even trust anybody.
Yes.
Let alone being loyal to them. People got so much fake loyalty. It's not funny. It's really not funny. You got celebrities y'all that everybody look up to, and they be forgetting that they human beings.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I'm saying? Because they be doing stuff. Oh, he slept with her. That's Mikey down the street do that. Mikey got 4 baby moms.
You see how they be drinking? I say the same thing.
So why can't Chris Brown have 4 baby moms? You feel what I'm saying?
Because Chris Brown supposed to not have that.
No. He's a human being.
And that's, I say the
he
same
thing. He can have whatever the fuck he want.
I say the same thing about like that girl. What's her name? The boxer. What's her name?
You talking about
Clarissa.
Papoose girl.
They dragged that lady like crazy, talking about she's sleeping with a married man. But didn't his wife cheat on him first?
Oh no.
I'm not saying what he doing is right or what she doing is right, but
he in the process of doing it right. Yeah. He filed for divorce.
Exactly. But
so
nobody
sleeping with no married man.
Yeah, nobody
she's with a divorcee.
Yeah, nobody says anything to the other party, but they come for her so bad, and I feel so bad for that lady.
She on top.
You know, they be you need to do this, you need to do this. That's 1,000 million people. The million people that's in cyber world that has all the answers
And
that don't
nobody.
have no fucking answer for themselves.
There you go. How about it?
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. Everybody is in bizarro world.
And all these defense mechanisms and insecurities like I said, became behavior patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And behavior patterns in relationships that's toxic and unhealthy are common dynamics as love bombing,
Mm-hmm.
gaslighting,
Mm-hmm.
triangulation, trauma bonding, fear
Mm-hmm.
of abandonment versus fear of intimacy,
Mm-hmm.
the push and pull cycle, self-sabotage,
Mm-hmm.
stonewalling and the silent treatment. All of these things are behavior patterns that show up in your relationship because of the insecurities and defense mechanisms we develop as kids.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, I forgot the big one, manipulation, because
Oh yeah.
gaslighting and manipulation go hand in hand, because you can't have one
Somewhat,
without the other.
somewhat, yeah, but somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Because you can gaslight somebody and not manipulate them. You know what I'm saying? Just don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I think they are a lot similar to each other, but I don't think they go hand in hand. So, but anyway,
Yeah. So
we need to speak about, have these conversations with each other, with our even kids with their moms, uh husbands with their wives, girlfriends with their boyfriends. They need to have more conversations about these type of feelings and insecurities, because Layla might really be insecure, and and Brandon don't know she's insecure because she don't share it with him. You
yeah,
feel what I'm saying? And
and
then it
maybe she
just,
don't share it with him because she's afraid that he gonna use it against her.
but Brandon might not even be that type of person.
But you don't
But
know.
she no, but
But
her
her up
insecurities and her being afraid
is
is
why she
keeping
ain't going
her
from
from
telling
having an
Brandon in
open
conversation with
conversation
Brandon.
with Brandon about the situation. Brandon might blow her mind and be like, "No, babe, you know what I'm saying? I would never do that, and really never do that." You feel what I'm saying? Because what I say this all the time, you never talk about your ex with your next. I believe that wholeheartedly, because when you tell the next man about your ex, it's he get that mask. He start digging through the crates on the mask that he gonna put on for you.
Not just men. Women do the
Women,
same thing.
exactly.
Oh, my ex was crazy. She was
And
this.
then you
She ain't do
crazy.
this.
It was you.
And the first thing she do is all the stuff you complain that she didn't do. Even if you don't want to do it, she want to please you, so she gonna do all the stuff that you complain. I'm gonna tell you, I'm real life story.
Mm.
We gonna set the truth moment. I take them away from time. I was in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, me and him ain't work out. You know, he went to another girl and he was talking about all the stuff I did not do for him. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
she ain't do this. She ain't do that. She ain't do this. She wasn't this. She wasn't that. And that girl became everything she thought I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole time he on the phone texting me talking about, I still love you. I made a mistake and this, that, and other. And I'm telling him, I'm gonna get to that because that love roller coaster. I got back on that roller coaster. I should have stayed off the ride, but I got back on the ride.
Mm-hmm.
But he telling me all this stuff that he want to be back with me. He made a mistake, this, that, and the other. And I'm telling this girl on the phone, I'm telling her, he not what you think he is.
Right.
And the minute you see that, the minute you step outside that box, that line that he put you in, you're gonna see the true man,
Mm-hmm.
And she
did not
she didn't
believe
take
you
my
because
advice.
she
She thought
thought
I
you
was
were
hating.
hating. What most women do, they think you hating. Not that you looking out, because I was with him before you, boo. So if I'm telling
Same
you,
script, different crayons.
come
Whitney
on,
said that.
if I'm telling you, because I wish somebody would have told me, because I would have never got with him. You understand what I'm saying?
Right?
But I'm telling you, because I've been with him, and I'm gonna hand him over to you. I guarantee you're gonna be knocking on my door trying to bring him back. But at the same time, with the round, I'm telling you, I'm not hating, because I don't gotta hate, because I already had him.
I'm giving you.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm giving you free game, warning the sister, because we women at the end of the day, but
we
she ain't
down,
she didn't
but
want to
most
believe it.
women want to be the winner.
But that's because she came in the situation wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
Because
she
came in while we were still together.
Mm-hmm. He wanted me.
And he chose me. I'm the winner.
And you're stupid.
And then you end up realizing he ain't want
you
you at
left
all.
your ass anyway because you're stupid.
And I can admit I was a dummy because I took him back. I should have left him where he was at.
Child.
But how he got me back, that love bombing. Oh my God. They had you thinking that you the best thing since sliced bread.
Mm-hmm.
And they put it on so thick and I changed. I realized my ways. And you be like, okay, I'm gonna give you another chance.
Mm-hmm.
And then you be
for you to do me worse than you did me the first.
Yeah, hello. And you know it's 4 stages. It's actually 3 stages of love.
All of us ladies had that stupid moment.
Yes. I got hit with the stupid stick. Mm-hmm. You know, 3 stages of love bombing. Mm-hmm. You know, first the intense attention, the compliments, the gifts, the emotional bonding, you know, the soul. He tell you he your soulmate. He can't live without you. You know, he mirror your values, your humor, your dreams, your trauma. It feel like this man know everything about me. You know, he create a powerful emotional high, and it's just like a drug. You like, oh my God, that first blast.
And bring you
that first blast, you be searching for that first minute of dopamine. Then he start devouring you little by little. The subtle criticism to replace the praise. The emotional withdrawal or the coldness. Like, okay, now the Jekyll and Hyde effect. I'm nice today, but I can't stand you tomorrow. Yep. You know, the passive aggressive remarks like, oh, you ain't this, you ain't that. Women and men do that. Then you start walking on eggshells like, damn, what I can't please him for nothing.
That's the cheating. The cheating has already started. That's why they start becoming moody and stuff, because they got to find a way to get out their house.
Then they disregard you altogether. Yes. The sudden detachments. That's when the cheating, the ghosting come. When they detaching, that's when the cheating, the ghosting, and the public community. I would have never did it if you wouldn't have did this and that. And then they frame you as the problem.
Yes.
You the problem when the whole time it was them the whole time.
Insecure.
And you walking around like, damn, I love this man. I'm like I said, I've been a victim of love bombing so many times. I should slap myself. I need to go back to dating 101.
I know that's right. Child, please.
Because I flunked the class. I need to retake the exam.
I know that's right.
I'm at a D. I need to get the C or the A.
I know that's right.
That crave attention and connection and fear of being vulnerable is that once the intimacy feel real, that defense system is activated. And it's just like you get DDTs. You know it's bad. But just like if you go on drugs,
I'll go back.
I'm gonna smoke my crack.
Yes, I'm gonna smoke it one more time.
And you know what? This shit is bad. I'm going to rehab, right?
Right.
You in rehab. You in rehab. You doing your 30-day stay in rehab. You get out. You feeling strong. You feel like I can take on the world because I ain't on crack no more. I did my time. I'm doing all my treatments. I'm doing my serenity prayer. And then next thing you know, your friend come with a crack rock. Touching, don't you want to smoke? And then you be like, nah, I don't want to do it. No, I want to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. And you back in rehab doing that shit all over again.
Reset.
You didn't you had withdrawals. It was talking to you. Yeah, smoke it. Go ahead and smoke it. You know, it's just a little bit. You know that shit ain't going to get you hooked again. And next thing you know, you back to square one. Back at rehab. Because crack is whack.
Yes.
And that's how your relationship be. He love bomb you with all the sweet things, and you like, okay, I'm gonna give you another chance. Then the cycle start all over again, and then you like, you know what? I had enough of this. I'm tired. This is not good for my psyche. And you start getting yourself, you start healing and start getting mentally right. And here come, hey stranger, hello babe, where you been? And you looking at your phone like, I ain't even gonna say nothing to this nigga. No, I ain't gonna say nothing to this chick. You might not do it for 2 or 3 days, and then that shit just be bugging. Talk to that motherfucker.
Then they keep calling.
Keep saying, hey, and then you back at it. You know what?
I'm gonna give you one more chance. Girl, I did it for 8 years. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I swear, if I could get my 8 years of my life back, I would. I could have met me a millionaire or something. Probably would have been with somebody that treated me like I wanted to be treated. But no, I'm too busy over here doing dumb ass shit, waiting for that hello stranger. Then you got the gaslighting. You know, like I said, that gaslighting got people really that and love bombing can kill your brain cells. Cause see, they make you think, they deny things that's not clear. They play you like you crazy. That's the gaslighting. Oh, yes. you ain't see what you thought you saw. Oh my God. You know, you too sensitive. That ain't happened. I hear you telling me, or you telling me to my face this, that, and the other. And then when I regurgitate it back to you tripping. Dang, I ain't say that. Girl, you lying. So you didn't just tell me X, Y, and Z. No, I ain't tell you shit, girl. You tripping. Oh yeah. Or with the phone calls. Oh, I called you. No, you did. It's been a couple hours. You know what I mean? How you away from your significant other for 16, 17 hours and don't pick up the phone and talk to them? Because you talking to somebody that you can't explain to them why you talking to your significant other. Come on. So, or you say, you see a phone or a text message or something that's inappropriate in their phone or something, and then they say, you ain't see that, girl, you tripping. Oh, it ain't no big deal. It ain't that you ain't. And what cracks me up, it's just a text. And what cracks me up about if it was in my phone, it'd be napalm. Exactly. Napalm everywhere. It'd be World War 99. And you know what cracks me up? Men be out here, and I'm gonna say men and women be out here don't want to share their password, but want to share bodily fluids. Which one more dangerous? Oh, shut up. Which one more dangerous? Sense ain't common, honey. Sense is not. I want to sleep with you raw, but I don't want to give you the password to my phone. Right. HIV. Take that. But I don't want you to have the password to my motherfucking phone. You would have thought they had the cure for cancer in that bitch. Shut up. Oh my goodness, that is so true. But gaslighting, it really, the insecurity effect, it breeds self-doubt, anxiety, losing trust in your own memory and instincts, and you being here like, and they're going crazy, like going crazy. Yes, over a lie or what they call it, an illusion. Yes. And gaslighting go hand in hand with manipulation, because all of that, to me, gaslighting and manipulation is the same thing. They interchangeable, because you try to manipulate the situation to fit your narrative so the other person can't clearly see what's going on, and then they play the victim and be like, "Oh, I love you. It's not me. It's you." Yeah, they play on their heart. They play on your heartstrings. Yeah. And if you're an empath, and like me, I'm very empathetic. I always look at the good in people, and because I'm an empathetic person, I think I get played a lot. Mm-hmm. I can honestly say that I get played a lot because I'm an emotional person. When it comes to, I always look at the other side of the coin, and I think, I wouldn't want to be treated like that. I'm a firm believer. You treat people how you want to be treated. That's a fact. So I like to treat people nice. And I treat people kind. But don't get me wrong, I could be a bitch. I could be a bitch. You push them buttons, that bitch will come out. But it takes a lot for the bitch to come out. Right. And I feel as though a lot of people take my kindness for a weakness. Right. And they don't have to. I just want to understand how an insecurity from a childhood can cause you to be a bastard to an individual, and that goes both ways, men and women. How can you allow that to have so much power and control over your insight that you feel as though you're going to take it out on someone who has treated you with nothing but love and respect? And that triggers me sometimes when I talk to my therapist, because I really want to know the answer to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because to them, it's survival.
Okay.
not giving you all of me because I don't want to be hurt. So
So
I
you hurt someone else.
yes, pretty
That
much.
absolutely makes no
Pretty
sense at
much.
all.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
That absolutely makes no sense.
Pretty much.
And that question always is going to have a question.
It's always gonna
It's gonna
remain
have
because
a,
people ain't gonna answer that.
but
And
that's
then,
what I'm
like I
saying.
said,
You got some people that have the answer to it.
and they just don't give it to
And,
you.
and I'm talking about people, with degrees like yourself and your friends and stuff like that. They have the answers to it because they can break it down from the mental point, and they can break it down when some people don't feel love, and like you said, it could be your parents. But what about the parents that love their kids and treat their kids good? You feel what I'm saying? And they still grow up to be an ain't shit ass nigga, or an
Okay.
ain't shit woman. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
you got
So
because you know
you
what?
gotta look at that. You gotta
People
look at that two ways. That's a
see
coin. That's actually that's a
kids
two-headed
kids
sword.
can
Like,
have a loving home. Like
right,
it's three stages to a child's development as a kid.
right,
You have your family, you
right.
have the environment,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have social, so how you interact with people.
Socially.
Yeah. So your family is your first building block.
Right.
Until you get 5 or 6, however you old you are to go to school, depending on when your birthday is. Okay.
Right.
So for the first 5 or 6 years of your life, only person you really come in contact socially with is your parents, your immediate family, your extended
siblings,
family, or
right.
whatever. So you develop how you interact with people from that place.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's chaotic, that's how you learn to interact with people.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a loving home, that's how you learn to interact with people.
Mm-hmm.
If it's unsafe, you don't feel safe, you're not gonna want to put yourself out there because you don't know. To you, everything is dangerous.
Right.
Okay. Now you saying we're talking about a loving family. So
Right.
okay, their family is loving. Okay, they get 5 and 6. Now they in school. Now that's the second building block because now you dealing with peers that's not in your family.
Household. Right.
So you thinking because I come from a loving home and everybody loves me that people in school supposed to treat you the same way. But people in school got their own lives and their own trauma they dealing with. So they might treat you a different way in
Start
school.
bullying you and shit like that.
So now you could be the kid on the playground that want to get picked to play ball or to jump rope. But all these girls got their cliques.
Right.
So they don't choose you or they exclude you or they reject you or they talk about you or make you feel insecure or unvalued.
Right.
So it don't always have to come from home.
Right.
It could come from different interactions in your environment. It could be in your school. It
Right.
could be, at your workplace.
Right.
Most people say, well, I grew up with a good home. Yeah, but your school life might have not been good. I know
Right.
people that had an excellent home but went to school and they thought it was hell.
Right.
And they couldn't wait to get the fuck out of school because it was
Right.
just like, oh my God, these people talk about me. Especially if you're smart, then they want to tease you. They want you to be dumb like them.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff that happens to children and then they don't. People like
they don't
parents.
have those discussions.
Parents don't have the discussion to get their kids the tools of how to survive in a healthy manner.
Right. How to
so kids learn.
They adapt.
How to adapt. And they maladaptive behavior, and that's why they get these different mechanisms.
Right.
Like I said, it might not be your parents that is treating you bad. It could be your grandparents. You could have loving parents and then go over your grandparents' house and they treat you like shit because they don't like your dad, or they don't like your mom, or you look. I never really liked you as a person because grandparents is, they could be bitter or whatever.
Right.
I never really liked your dad anyway.
We got a bitter grandfather,
so
you already know.
So. It don't never have to really. I say parents because most times people grow up with their parents. Right. But let me rephrase that. It's not just your parents. It could be your extended family that treats you bad.
Right.
And your parents work all the time, so you always got to be over their house. Right. Or your mom might be sick and your grandma got to take over, and your grandma don't really want to take over, so she treats you like shit because she really don't want to take care of you. You just a check.
Right. Right.
A lot of people come from different kinds of environments like that. Yeah. And it ain't their parent because their parent love them, but they can't do what they got to do because I got to work. Right. In this environment, you got to work 2 or 3 jobs sometimes. Yeah. So it's not necessarily just the parent.
The bullying, as you said, the peers can also cause insecurity.
Yes. You too fat. Oh, you look at you. You going to eat that? All you do is eat cookies all day.
You know,
Yeah.
you got people that's big boned. Oh, look at you. You got that hand and mouth disease. You know,
Yeah.
that'll make a person feel self-conscious about eating around people.
Right. Right.
Then they
right.
start starving themselves, getting
Now you
getting
got
bulimic
bulimia. Yeah.
and when they throw up anorexic people
Right.
because they scared to eat around somebody because they was always told you
That they
fat.
was fat. Yeah.
Or if you too skinny, oh my God, you a skeleton. Oh my God, you get do the wind blow you down the street? You know, and then all those they think it's funny
They start getting
teasing.
pregnant. Yeah.
And then they feel as though, you know, they start eating a lot. Oh, I might well eat. I don't want to be skinny no more.
Right.
Or look at your nose. Oh my God, it's so big. Then they go do something to their face and fuck their face all up.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a shame how
it's subtle. It's subtle
pressure is
things
so
that people
bad.
say to you. And as a
Right.
kid, you're so fragile. You don't even think about it. You
Right.
just go with the flow.
Right.
And then as you get older, you be like, damn, am I really big?
Right. I'm gonna go get me a.
Let me go get some lipo. Let me go get.
Yeah.
Let me get that BBL so
Trying
I
to
can
be
look like
somebody that
you're
you're
not.
not. Instead of just being the chubby girl, because the chubby girl
Exactly.
gonna get it. I mean, guys sleep with them chubby girls. You got chubby chasers everywhere. So
And like I said, then you got
don't
you
get
got
it
the people
twisted.
that like to emotionally dump on you.
Right. Yes.
And then they emotionally withheld
Yes.
after they emotionally dump on you.
Right.
You know, they overshare trauma quickly. Like you said, they tell you all the stuff about their boyfriend and
Yes.
they
Oh
my
my
boyfriend
goodness.
did this and he made me feel something. They just dump everything on you all at once.
Right.
They cry, they vent, they trauma bond. Oh, you
Mhm.
got something to come. Oh, your family ain't love you. Oh, they treated you like that. Oh, they did that. My family did that to me too. I know
Yeah.
how I feel to be like neglected, or I know how I feel when your daddy left, or you ain't got nobody around you.
Mhm.
I feel that same that feeling. I feel your pain, you
Mhm.
know. And then the person to be like, oh my
They
God,
become clingy and cuckoo. Some of them
you
be
know,
creepy.
they be
Tripping.
like, I understand you, and now you thinking that this person is on the same wavelength of you. Then they
Mhm.
flip. Suddenly, look, I ain't got time for your bullshit. All you do is complain and talk, and all
Mm.
you do is talk about your trauma. You act like I ain't got trauma on my own. I did the same. I've been through the same shit you've been through. When you gonna get the fuck over it? Because I did.
Mm. Mm. When you was bringing it to me the whole time.
Or they just stop talking to you
Yeah.
altogether. You be like, babe, what's wrong? Nothing. I can see something wrong with you. Didn't I just say nothing? Why is you always asking me what's going on? Won't you mind your own damn business?
Mm.
Worry about yourself. Don't worry about me.
Mm. That was a little too real and too deep. You know we know a lot of motherfuckers that do
Yeah.
that. Flip mode like Buster out this job.
Or they just shut down when they need support. You sitting there needing help and you ain't just walking around like I don't need shit from nobody.
Yeah, that's when they become depressed.
They want comfort without responsibility.
Mm.
Intimacy feels safe when they can control it. If I could control how I feel with you, then I ain't gotta feel.
Right. Wow.
When I want to feel close to you, I'll feel close to you. If I don't want to be bothered, I don't have to feel.
Yeah, but who are you to feel as though you can inflict that type of
Because I'm gonna tell you,
actions on
because
another person
as a
and think
kid,
nothing is going to happen?
yeah, because as a kid, I had to control the way I feel about people. See, all of these things stem from childhood. A lot of adults don't want to go back to their childhood because when you tell them you need to go sit on somebody's couch, they always think something wrong. Why you always talk about sitting on somebody's couch? I ain't fucking crazy. It ain't got nothing about being crazy. It's wounds that are there, that are visible, that you don't want to heal, but you can't heal them if you don't unpack them. You have to unpack them so you could put band-aids and
Well, why would
ointment
you
on them.
involve yourself in a relationship knowing that you're a wounded animal?
Loneliness.
Like that is crazy.
Loneliness. Or you got
but you gotta be alone to fix yourself,
you got
right?
Or you got the triangulation. Now this is a big one because a lot of people do this and don't even know what it's called. And it's called triangulation, meaning create a third party tension. Like where there is no tension, but I'm gonna create it. You know, I'm gonna bring up your ex constantly. Or or you bring up, or I'm gonna bring up my ex. Well, when I was with such and such, I ain't had this problem. Why am I having this problem with you? Bianca ain't do this, or Sally ain't do this, or Johnny ain't do this, or as you say, Brandon ain't like this. But why are you like this, Johnny? Why are you like this, Sally?
Right.
I'm
That's
going back. I could be with Regina for all that.
but that's a real good question.
Or
Why do
comparing
people
you
do
to
that?
other people. And that's where the person on the new person try to be like the person you talk about.
Yeah.
You know, like I told early on, like the girl I was trying to get a girl some game. He constantly talked about me, so she tried to be either better than me or try to be as close to me. So thinking that's gonna get his attention.
But you can't be me, boo.
I'm irreplaceable. What Beyonce say? I'm irreplaceable.
Yes, but I mean, everybody has their own horn that they toot. You understand what I'm saying about themselves? Everybody got their own hidden talent or whatever is good about them. You feel what I'm saying?
But
So
if you don't want a person to leave you, you become whatever they want you to become because you let the self love within yourself.
you're afraid of being alone. So that's
Exactly.
your insecurity.
Exactly.
So somewhere in a child, or when you was a child, somebody left you by yourself all the time.
Exactly.
That's why you're afraid. You're
And I'll
afraid
do
of being alone.
whatever to be seen and heard and loved.
Mm. This is crazy. Listen,
Or
this
they flirt
is deep.
they flirt to provoke jealousy. Now my ex used to do that. I'm a flirt with this person, or I'm a get on dating sites so I could get mad.
Mm-hmm.
You already knew I was gonna get mad because I told you I'm not a cheater.
Mm-hmm.
But you do shit like that to see if I really care about you.
Mm-hmm.
So you bring unnecessary drama in the relationship when you don't have to.
That's called shooting yourself in the foot. That's basically what you're doing because you're kind of self sabotaging your own relationship. But why?
Or you use family and friends and try to turn them against you, like, whisper to their friend, yeah, he ain't shit. I don't even know why. You talk to him, this, that, and the other. And you know
Oh
why?
yeah.
It's for power, validation,
Mm,
fear of abandonment, and desire to be chosen.
mm. Wow.
And somewhere along that childhood, they was never chose.
Mm, mm.
And because they was never the chosen one, the first picked, they do stuff like that
For attention.
for attention. So you have to,
Ooh,
if yeah,
me.
if I
Oh,
make you, if I create you, her, or one of you, you'll get mad enough to, so I know you gonna choose me instead of walking away.
right,
If I got three of y'all fighting over me, one of y'all gonna choose me, and I'm the prize.
right. Women do that.
Men do it too. Don't ever sleep on a men. Men do it, and men do it more often than you think. Because I
How
had
often
somebody like that.
beating up girls over? Yeah, because you be having girls pregnant out there fighting over brothers.
And that
So,
creates competition
mm-hmm,
and insecurity. Because now you got the girlfriend, like, damn, why he always cheating on me? Like, what the fuck that people got that I ain't got?
mm-hmm. He ain't got you. That's what the fuck you need.
That's what you should be
Walk off,
saying. That's what you should be saying. But most people be sitting there like
blaming themselves.
like, oh, maybe I need to get my hair done better, or
Right. Or
maybe I
maybe I
need
need to
to
lose a
change,
couple of
lose a couple
pounds.
pounds. Maybe I need to get some
Yes.
plastic
Trying to
surgery,
please him.
so
Girl,
he
you
can look at me the
beautiful.
way he look at them girls on
Girl,
TikTok and Instagram and all that
child.
other crazy
You
crap.
be surprised. They got dating sites for heavy girls. They got dating sites for what they call them, the ugly girls. They got
They got
dating
dating
sites
sites
for
for single mamas,
single mamas,
Christians, name it,
brothers
they
with
got it.
kids. They got it. You name it, they got it. They listen.
Then you got the push and pull
Yeah.
type of behavior,
Mm,
and that's when the pull is that you're sweet, attentive, sexual, future faking, oh, we gonna be together forever, boo, and
mm-hmm.
then they push you away. They
Boom.
distant, irritable, silent treatment, disappearing ex. You know what I mean? This create trauma bonding.
Mm-hmm.
That's what creates the trauma bond, because you get addicted to the highs even when they low.
Mm-hmm.
You remember what it was before it got bad,
Right.
and you be waiting for that good to
That
come
come
back,
back and it ain't.
and it don't come back
Cause
because
he
you
don't want it.
because
He
you
didn't want it.
still you don't even look at the low. The low gets more than the high.
Right.
The high might be 3 days, the low might be 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
but you still waiting for them 3 days of high,
Mm-hmm.
so you stay in it.
Yep.
We gonna get back to the way we was, and slowly but surely you losing yourself little by little.
And he already gone. He already out the door.
He might not be out the door because you got something he wants.
Mm. No, when he won it, because when they think they up, when they think they got one up on you, they out the door. They only become the yo-yo and want to come back when they feel like when they start falling. Look at Wendy Williams' husband. Look at that whole situation. He lived off of her. She loved him. Like you understand what I'm saying? She loved him. She trusted him. And you do her dirty. And you do it right in front of your son like it's nothing. And then you move in down the street from this woman, stabbing her a little bit more. You have a daughter by this girl, something that y'all both lost. Like you understand what I'm saying? Then you have the nerve to try to sue for her money. What money you work for, nigga? You gave her bubble gum and okay?
Yeah.
That's what you gave up. And now this girl got a daughter because she used to live in that high life. Now you on welfare. Now you got you trying to get a real estate uh
License.
so you can have that life again. And who in Florida that don't know Wendy Williams? How you doing?
How you doing?
Go really do buy a house from you. Ain't you that woman that slept with Wendy Williams? Child, you gonna be there for the rest of your goddamn life, and your daughter gonna be stigmatized too, Kevin, because you are a sucker ass nigga and you did her dirty for nothing.
True. Then, like I said, you know, you got,
Nothing.
after the push and pull, it comes with the
Yes.
silent treatment. You know, the stonewalling, ignoring texts, pretending you don't exist, refusing to communicate.
That is so.
And if I don't respond, I don't have to feel. And that's what that is. They really, they try to keep you on that edge. Just,
Don't you think that creates another trauma?
yes, it does. This is the whole point.
Why would you do that?
Because it's to keep them from feeling vulnerable, for them to feel the trauma, for them to relive the trauma that they suffered. They don't care about inflicting it on you.
Wow.
It's just I don't want to feel that way. I know I messed up, or I know I did something wrong. But if I don't answer the texts, it's not real. I can't
You're
can't
not being accountable.
I can't hold myself accountable. I don't have to
for
hold
this
myself
decisions.
accountable. I'm not to blame because I'm not
It's you.
feeling. It's you.
Right.
I don't have to read that. I'm gonna just keep that to myself. If I don't respond, it didn't happen.
Wow.
Then you, like I said, projection.
Brothers is out
You know what I
here.
mean? You know, cheating but accusing you of cheating, lying but calling you dishonest, being emotional, unavailable but calling you needy. You know, stuff like that. The projection, it protect their ego from shame because they know they doing you wrong. They know they doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. Women and men do it all the time. But if I make it look like you doing it, then I ain't got to feel guilty about it.
Yeah. Wow.
Or you got the rage and the guilt type of person, and that type of person be in victim mode all the time. You know, stage one, the rage, explosive, verbal attacks, breaking things, intimidation. Then they guilt. They feel sorry. The shame hit, and then they apologize and they feel exposed internally. Because everybody looking at them like they crazy. Then they want to, everybody always leaving me and everybody always treating me this like this. I don't, nobody understands me. Maybe if I wouldn't do this if you love me better. Just everything, every day the victim. I
don't purchase tickets to
I don't purchase tickets to pit parties
at all.
Right.
I don't buy them. I don't purchase them. I ain't on no credit, none of that.
But men make you want to purchase. They be trying to sell you them tickets. You be on that emotional roller coaster at Six Flags, whiplash. Because they be giving you the tickets, thinking you going to win a prize. And the only prize you winning is trauma. Or they identity shift, that mirroring. Suddenly they like you. They like what you like. They like you. They change opinions when you change opinions based on what partner they with. Like, when they with you, they like eggs and they like long walks and going to the park and the museum. Okay, they get with me, and now they like race car robbing.
Yeah.
Now I want to go to Nova Scotia because she likes deep. Yeah, I don't like none of that shit.
Right.
I just gonna like it because she like it. Right. I'm gonna fake it till I make it, and then the next bitch she might like going to. I'm with you, boo.
So they kind of like yes men, right?
Yes, it creates intense connection fast, but it ain't stable because they lying to themselves.
Right. And then, like I said, fear of abandonment versus fear of enmeshment. Now, enmeshment means y'all become codependent. Now, enmeshment means that's
Like the
a
Bobby and Whitney.
that's a clinical term, and most people don't know what enmeshment means. Enmeshment means you so close that y'all become one that
Ooh.
you don't, that trauma bond become to the point it's codependency, where I can't function without you and you can't function without me.
Mm.
It's one thing to be abandoned, but then enmeshment, that's crazy. That's a
Mm.
little too close.
Mm.
They want love, safety, and validation, but they fear being controlled, being hurt, and being exposed.
Mm.
So they sabotage the closeness
Mm.
because they fear that fear of enmeshment. Like if I if if I allow you to love me
Mm-hmm.
and I can feel safe with you and you validate all the things that I need to be validated,
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid that I'm gonna lose myself because I love you. That's that fear of enmeshment.
Mm.
Because as they say, when you get married, two become one. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
still have your individuality, but you still become one.
Right.
A person that has fear of enmeshment don't want to be one. They gonna constantly want to be two peers.
Okay. Now I understand.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So when you trying to bring them in, you know, bitch, you too close. I gotta get over. I gotta get off me.
Yeah.
I gotta jump over here.
Mm.
And because they think, oh, you trying to control the way I think, or you trying to control me. No, we're in a partnership. There's no one controlling nobody. But you feel controlled. You feel, hurt and exposed because you don't know what healthy love looks like.
Right.
So everything to you is fight or flight. I got the role.
Right. They get afraid and then they bounce.
Exactly. Then, like you said earlier, self-sabotage.
Yes.
They pick fights during peaceful periods.
Mm-hmm.
They cheat when things get stable. They
Mm-hmm.
create drama when they bored.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos feels familiar because peace feels unfamiliar and unsafe.
Mm.
I never lived in a peaceful home, so I don't know what that looked like. So if
Right.
you giving me love and peace and showing me what it really means to be loved, I don't know what that is. This ain't cool. I don't know what this is, but this ain't right.
Right.
Let me go cheat
And create
and
another
create a
problem.
problem because we gonna
Mm.
argue fucking fight.
Right. Right.
And now you're
Right.
showing me that you love me because we argue fucking fighting.
Right. That's weird, but yeah.
And my dude did that.
Mm,
That was his MO.
Oh,
That's why
mine
I had to break ties because
Mhm.
that should have had you crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Who wants to argue fucking fight all the time? Who wants to live in drama? Who wants to always argue about dumb shit so you can feel loved?
Right. Right.
When I'm loving you, generally without the fighting.
I really think my ex was like that. Rest in peace. But I think that was him because he used to get jealous of, my family dynamic, and he used to like really like go crazy sometimes when you guys would give me a gift, or we having a good party or something. Because he didn't have that with his family. He used to. Is that a part of insecurity too?
Yes. Yes.
Not becoming jealous of your partner's family dynamic, or just
Yes.
like that's crazy.
Then you got, like I said, you got control through vulnerability. They
Mm-hmm.
weaponize their pain.
Okay.
After everything I've been through, you gonna really treat me like this? How many times we didn't heard that?
Okay. And you treat me like that.
Crying, oh, something happened. You caught him cheating, or you caught him doing something disrespectful or inappropriate, or you caught her,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And they start crying. I love you, girl. But they never take accountability.
Mm-mm.
The crying is to deflect from the accountability.
Right. Exactly.
Or they say, girl, if you leave me, I swear I'll kill myself. I don't know what I would do without you. You gonna leave me like this?
Right.
They weaponizing their pain.
Right.
But they cause the pain.
Come on.
By the stuff that they doing, but they don't want to take
deception.
accountability. from the gate.
And that's emotional leverage. They use it to keep you vulnerable.
Mm.
They're not vulnerable.
Actually, they're using your vulnerability
Yes.
against you.
Yes.
And that causes a person to either become disconnected,
Yes.
because a woman or a man can be like, you know what, I've been hurt. I don't want to deal with no love at all. And then they just, I don't want to be with nobody. And they walk around with a real S on their chest because they feel the hurt, but they don't want to. They don't want to love again because of that hurt.
Exactly. I tell you, and stuff like this, people on a receiving end, like people like me and people like you that has been on the receiving end of all these things that I just named. It caused confusion, addiction, anxiety, obsession, draining. You feel like, oh my God, I'm mentally drained, I'm overwhelmed, what is going on? It feel like you lost yourself.
Yeah.
And when all of these things are combined, that's why you be on love roller coaster. You be like, oh my God, we high, we low. I'm over here, I'm swinging. I think I got whiplash. I don't know what's going on.
Down, over and around.
And it's not a weakness, because most people, I want y'all to know, I've been there, I've done it. It's not that you're weak for your partner.
Because you're
it's
vulnerable.
just a neurological conditioning. You didn't condition yourself that this is what love looks like. So you stay in it and you accept it because you think this is what it looks like, because this is how I grew up. I grew up with this kind of love. So this is what it looks like. He really do love me. I'm a ride or die. I'm going to ride this out to the wood for him. You should never think struggle love is the love that you're supposed to be in. Love is not supposed to make you struggle.
No.
Love's supposed to make you feel alive and great. You should not feel like you got to dig 2 ditches and go through the trenches to feel like you in love with a person. Because if a person really love you, they wouldn't make you go through all these obstacles to feel chosen.
That's right.
To feel loved. And these patterns are hard to leave because, like I said before, the dopamine. Dopamine is a reward. You be, oh my God, it feel like, when you eat chocolate for the first time. Or if you do drugs, for those people who do drugs for the first time. That dopamine, that butterfly effect. Oh my God, your serotonin and all that. You be like, oh my God, I ain't never been this high off this in my life.
Exactly.
I love this feeling, and that's what you be craving, that feeling all over again. Then the cortisol in your body, because of the ups and downs and the whiplashing and the chaotic, it causes stress. And more stress to the body is not good. That's why they say a lot of people that be on that fight or flight survival mechanism for a long time, it causes undue stress to your body because you constantly producing cortisol. And that's not good for anybody.
Right.
You're supposed to have an even balance. You're not supposed to always be thinking, be highly vigilant. What are you going to do today? Oh my God, he get ready to treat on me. He get ready to do this. He get ready to do this. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. You should never feel like that in a relationship at all.
It's time for you to go when you get into that point.
And then the oxytocin is the attachment. And you just feel a strong attachment to this person. I can fix this person. I love them. I'm going to make him better. I see the potential. I just got to hang in there. And you're going to constantly drive yourself crazy. And you're going to be on that cycle over and over and over because your brain is hooked to that cycle.
Yes.
And now, like I said, a lot of people think that defense mechanisms and all these traits I came are traits of a person. Well, what them buzzwords they say on TikTok?
Narcissism.
They always say, oh, that's a narcissistic person. No. A narcissistic person is a personality disorder. And if you don't believe me, check the DSM-5. Okay? Most people have narcissistic traits because they're human traits.
Right.
That doesn't make them narcissistic. And I know you hear it all on the internet and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. Oh, my boyfriend is a narcissist. He a narc. They use those buzzwords.
What does Trump say? That is fake news.
There you go. Fake news. Fake news.
That is fake news.
They got you believing that that's what that is. But it's not. Because narcissism is actually a behavioral disorder. And it's in cluster B of the DSM-5. It's 4 behavioral
disorders that fall under that. You have antisocial behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You have borderline personality disorder.
Mm-hmm.
You have histrionic personality disorder. And then you have narcissistic personality disorder. Now, what most people that are in toxic relationship have is histrionic personality disorder. Because those are the traits that I just talked about. But people mesh them together with narcissism. Most people that's narcissistic have this inflated reality of themselves, where they're larger than life and they don't really have any empathy or whatever. Most of these toxic traits that I talk about, they don't talk about that kind of behavior. That's not what it is. So when you got people out here on the internet, oh, my boyfriend was a narc and I had to recover and I had to take all this. Did they really go get help and therapy and somebody diagnosed them as being narcissistic? Because they have to get diagnosed as being a narcissistic person, and they had to have a conduct disorder by the age of 15 before they can even say they developed narcissism.
Right.
But see, these relationship gurus and all these other people on the internet, they see these buzzwords and they run with them. If you don't know what they mean, please stop using them.
Yes.
Because all you're doing is really hurting yourself in the long run.
No, you confusing the people that want to be woke. Sorry.
That too. That part. See, the difference between narcissistic traits and narcissism is narcissistic traits. It's wanting validation, feeling proud of success, stuff like that. A narcissistic person, key traits, an inflated sense of self-importance, fantasizes a limited success, beauty, or power, requires constant admiration, sense of entitlement, exploits others, difficulty handling criticism. You know, so if somebody say, oh, he a narcissist, no, he maybe not. Now I'm gonna read you about this histrionic personality disorder, because these are the key traits that most men and women have in toxic relationships. The constant need to be noticed.
Yes.
The flirtatious or provocative behavior.
Yes.
The dramatic speech or exaggerated emotions. Easily influenced by others. Overly concerned with physical appearance. Shallow. Rapidly shifting emotions. Now, that's about all the stuff that we talked about. That fall under that personality disorder, not a narcissistic person.
But they had a little traits of narcissism.
Yeah, they have traits. But traits are just traits.
And that's where people are getting confused at, because a trait doesn't mean you have the disease.
Exactly.
Because, like, you know, Mr. Lee K said, you have to be diagnosed with narcissism, not just called it because he has a trait of narcissism. So, you know, hopefully you all getting this knowledge and y'all catching these waves, because this is some important stuff that needs to be discussed in homes with children, teenagers. Parents need to sit down with their kids to realize or to help these kids not develop these insecurities. Men, if you before you cheat on your wife or your girlfriend, you need to sit down and have that conversation, because you could cause this woman or this man to be insecure, and it could get so bad that you can't even go to the corner store without them thinking, you know what I mean? What baby boy said, I can't. You got a bitch in there. You got a bitch in the bathroom.
Right.
You got a bitch underneath your car. You know, you shouldn't get it to that point that a woman or a male feels though you can't even walk out the door. You at work, they calling you all the time to make sure you at work, FaceTiming you to make sure you at work. You know what I'm saying? When you at home, they want to know you at home. Like, that's too much energy wasted on one person. You can just leave that mug for all of that. You feel what I'm saying? Just
but I'm gonna tell you,
because that could cause
stress.
A stress that could kill you fast. And what he gonna be doing while you dead in the ground?
Messing with
the same thing
with somebody
that he did with somebody else. Or what she gonna be doing while you in jail or you dead in the ground? She gonna be messing with somebody else, probably your cousin or your uncle or somebody,
and don't care
and not care still.
That part. You
Clock it.
understand what I'm
Clock it.
saying?
Clock the T, baby.
And
Clock
not
the T.
clear
Clock the
and
T.
not care still. And women are the most worst predators to do that because they do it and go unseen sometimes. They be doing it so much, it's just a part of life. You know what I mean? I'm getting ready to manipulate this brother. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get this, or I'm gonna be with him, and then I'm gonna use. They use the same stories with different women and different men. You know what I'm saying? My wife or my fiance. But let's clear this up a little bit too, ladies, with this insecurities, because we have insecurities against ourselves, and we'll go against a woman because she pretty. You feel what I'm saying? Or you think that she got a nice body. Oh, look
Or
at
she
that.
light skinned.
Oh yeah, you hate on her because you have appearance insecurities, and you need to have your you need to get evaluated with that, because all women are beautiful to some way, even the one that look like Precious. Okay, all women are beautiful in some way. You feel what I'm saying? Some man, somebody, some woman, something want that person or that individual. So what your epitome of beauty is might not be what her epitome of beauty is, but you beautiful in your own way. You can look like a ape, or a giraffe, but you still somebody think you look good. You know what I'm
What
saying?
the
So
Temptation say? Beauty
it's
out is skin
already
deep.
skin deep.
She might be ugly.
Yes, but she might be beautiful. Like she might be kind hearted. You can overlook somebody's looks when they give you other. You know what I'm saying?
Tangibles.
Exactly, to look at and to. She might be smart. You might be attracted to her intelligence. You might be attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Just by the way she carry herself. It's different reasons why men are attracted to women. That's why they say it's somebody for everybody, because it is. She might be ugly to you. She might be a knife fighter to you. But to him, she gorgeous. You feel what I'm saying? You
Somebody
know,
trash is somebody tragic.
exactly. And us as women need to stop trashing each other.
Yes, they do. And as we were still talking about some of these traits,
Mm-hmm.
about these narcissistic traits, defensiveness when criticized, occasionally selfish, struggle with empathy sometimes. Now, a narcissistic personality disorder, they don't have empathy at all. They
At
don't
all.
struggle with it. They don't
No,
have it.
not at
So if
all.
someone has some type of empathy, they're not narcissistic. They just
Ex-
have some tendencies.
Yep.
And all of these things that we talked about early on in our podcast makes you be on that love roller coaster. You know why? Because you get the chase. You be so infatuated with the chase. He chasing you. He loving you.
Mm-hmm.
He throwing them love bombs at you. And you like, oh my God, did he catch you?
Mm-hmm.
Now you chosen. That's all you wanted is to be chosen. Now you
Mm-hmm.
chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's when the conflict trip in. Now it's conflict. Now it's coldness. Now he want to reconciliate with you because you didn't broke it off. Like I said, now
Mm-hmm.
you out of rehab. Now he want
Mm-hmm.
to give you that drug again, and then it
Mm-hmm.
repeats over and over.
Yes.
And this stuff causes anxiety, confusion, craving intense over stability. Withdrawal symptoms will detachment. Healthy love feels boring to a nervous system addicted to chaos.
Come on. Come on.
60% of all adults report that they had some type of emotional manipulation in their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
50% report trauma affected their love patterns. 1 in 3 people report gaslighting experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Trauma bond relationships have higher relapse cycles. Emotional abuse appears in nearly half of unhealthy relationships.
Mm-hmm.
If this feels familiar, it's because you're not alone. You're human. We all go through it.
Yes.
But how to get off love roller coaster? You choose peace over chemistry.
Come on.
You show that you're dating pace. You slow down your dating pace. You track your emotional triggers. Hey,
Yes.
this is triggering me. Let me slow this down.
Right.
You use boundaries as protection, not punishment.
Right.
You you stop chasing potential and watch the behavior.
Mm.
Cause see, everybody always love potential
and don't look at the person that's there in front of them. Don't
Right.
date the potential, date the person.
Yes.
And look at the behaviors. And when them red flags come, stop acting like you blind and
Don't
you think they
ignore
just,
them. Yes.
oh, they ain't red, they pink. No, because you vibing with this person.
Yes.
If they hit you with a red flag, you get off the ride.
Yes. You get on that horse, you better ride it.
Because we at Elite Case Cozy Escape, we choose the hill. And choose safety, not sparks. And everybody like, oh, we got chemistry, sparks is flying, but is it safe?
Right. Right.
Are you cool with being with this person for forever? And for all y'all people out here that needs this type of healing, I'm gonna give you a couple of resources. Get some therapy. Trauma-infused therapy, trauma-informed therapy. Because that help get rid of all those early on trauma, childhood traumas as an adult. You know what I mean? Like I said, always keep a journal and write down those triggers, those patterns. Start yoga, do some internal child mediation, breath work, nervous system regulation. Because when you on Love Roller Coaster, your nervous system is all over the place. Now you got to relearn how to regulate your nervous system. Get out that fight or flight mechanism. Learn to start slowing stuff down and recognizing what's real under that cloud that he put you under for all the gaslight and the manipulation he give you. You got to slowly start taking those rose-colored glasses off and looking down the tunnel and see what it really is.
Come on, sister, give it to
me. Learn your attachment style. Get educated. And you will, you know what I mean? Are you avoidance attachment style? Are you a secure attachment style? Are you, the anxious type? And once you learn that, you can determine what kind of help you need and how to break free from that.
Yes.
Because you don't have to be attracted to chaos. Right. You're conditioned by it, but you don't have to live by it.
Like, come on.
So, in closing, me and my sister always come down, to the Cozy Escape, and we got to drop some gems on the end. And I'm just here to say, live healthy out there, people.
Yes.
Insecurities is a way of life, but they ain't got to be your life.
Right.
And when you find yourself on that roller coaster at Six Flags that you didn't really purchase the tickets for, let them know it's time to get off the ride because I'm choosing peace over trauma.
Right.
And peace always is better than trauma. What you got to say for your last words,
glory
Zoe?
to God. And love yourself as you can love. You can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself.
You heard that. Put God first and then yourself. And everything else gonna fall into place. This has been another episode of Alike's Cozy Escape. I want to thank my co-host. She always come and keep it real with a sister. And I just want to thank my cozy family for being here and for another episode. I want y'all to stay cozy, stay healthy, and stay loved. Peace. Good night.